So that actually worked very well to melt that down a little bit more with the coconut oil added in. So you can see that consistency is pretty good. All right, so the next thing that we need to do after we mix the soap, either the melt and pour soap or your own leftover soap or, you know, soap that you don't use anymore. And after you do that really well, you can actually separate it at this point if you wanted to do different colors or whatever in it. I'm going to actually try to mix in my peach colored color, right? Just a few of the drops in here. But if you wanted to separate and make, you know, swirl colors or whatever, you could do that by separating it into two different bowls. I know you soap makers know what I'm talking about, or people who do crafting and, you know, this kind of thing anyway. But for those of you who don't, that's what the little tips are for, right? Just in case. So that color's not turning out too bad. And so now we're going to add a fragrance, which is the peach and bergamot actually. I'm just going to use a capful, which is about a teaspoon or a little bit more because I like nice peachy scents. All right, so I'm going to mix that in there. And then I'm going to add the sugar. And then we'll be done. All right, so that's the cup of sugar. If you're doing two separate bowls, of course, you use half a cup of each in there. Yeah, that's going to be nice. It smells so good. I love peach. Yes. And so if it's too dry and you don't have enough oil, you can add some more coconut oil, or you can actually, you know, use some grapeseed oil or sweet almond oil just to give it a little more luxurious effect. Okay. And I am going to do that because I want more moisture. Now, you don't want to put too much oil in because you want to have these molds set properly or have these cubes set properly. So you don't want to use too much oil. Otherwise, it won't set well. All right. And it's still warm. So I'm going to go ahead and get my mold, which I just made a batch earlier, and I actually used a Bulgari scent, if you know what I'm talking about. That's a nice fragrance that they sell at Belk's or Macy's or whatever, department stores like that. So I'm going to just use the extra spaces here and put my peach in there. So I'm just going to take it and press it in. Can you see that? Uh-oh. Hold on. Hold on. Let me get this right. Okay. So here we go. I'm just going to take it. I'm just using my hands because this is just a little sample that I'm doing to show you. That's going to come out really, really nice. So you just press it into your molds. And you're done. I'll come back and show you what the finished product looks like, okay? You should let this set for an hour or two just to let it dry up and set. It doesn't take that long, right? And then you'll be ready to use it. This is a sugar scrub cube bar that again has coconut oil, melt and pour soap, or any bar of soap, it would work, right? You can use a bar of ivory soap if you wanted to and shred it up. And then you would use any fragrant scent that you want and a colorant. I used a liquid color. You could use mica if you wanted to. I've actually done that before. And that's it. You would take your shredded soap pieces and put it in the microwave, melt it down, then stir in your coconut oil or your any oil that you want. Actually, you could use olive oil, sweet almond oil, grapeseed oil, just whatever you want or whatever you had. You can actually use a coconut oil or a canola oil, just whatever you wanted to use. No big problem, right? You mix those ingredients together. You set it up in a mold, let it sit for an hour or two, and you're ready to use your sugar scrub. Sugar scrubs are nice. All right, I'm going to come back with the finished product, okay?